Hey guys, welcome to another Thrift Store Gold video. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is a long anticipated Kristina's plants. We'll be starting a mini series with this, so we hope you love it. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna go through all of my plants and show you every single one that I have, and then we will show you in other videos how to propagate and everything. But today
whole series.
I'm so excited to show you guys all of my plants.
Let's break into it. So pretty much what we're gonna do is just have Kristina share her plants for this first one. Woo-hoo. Episode 1.
Yes. So all of these are actually my plants from upstairs and over there. This is what we keep all in our bedroom. So it's a lot, but I will go through all of them because, yeah, why not? These two, we'll start with this one. It was a Christmas gift from Zach, these little planters. So they're actually water propagation ones. So like I said, we'll talk about propagation in the next one, but these ones right now are growing so they can have some roots and I can plant them in dirt eventually. Very excited. But these are my favorite, string of pearls. And then I don't really know the names of all of them, but I just have some other ones in here.
We'll figure out the names as she goes.
I'm the worst. No, I'm just kidding. But then we'll move on to these ones. Hold on one second. So this little guy actually was a part of this, but it broke off the other day. Well, actually I broke it off so I could have two plants. So this one is going to grow into like a nice little, basically that. And then that one's gonna grow another head. So really excited for that. I think it was called like a tiger's jaw, something like that, but it's really, really cool. And then these two, sorry, I'm just gonna move them up.
Yep, you're good.
These two are called topsy-turvy plants. Super, super cool. They're one of my favorite succulents. This one actually I cut off of a plant from California, and it wasn't doing too hot like last summer or whatever, but this winter it really literally bloomed into a whole plant. Like it was just a tiny little top leaves.
1 second. Okay, much better. Got some lighting coming in on this angle.
Alright, so next thing, I'm just moving stuff, sorry. Next thing is this little guy. I actually have a subscription to Succulent Studios, so I'll show you the few that I've got from there. But this one, it's called a green burrito. So cute, so cute. But as you can see, it's literally growing up like a little, I guess, a burrito. But then on the sides, I have two little propagated ones. So these are just leaves that fell off. And then this one was a plant that I forgot to water for like 2 weeks. The head fell off, so I'm trying to regrow it. These two pots are some of my favorite ones. This one I guess I could take out.
The branch.
Yeah, I got this sent to me from an eBay seller in California, and they did not do well, as you can see. But anyways, I have these two. I love them so much. They're wet right now, but they're like purpley gray, so I love them. And then I have this one that, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. This is such like I feel bad because it's literally me just gushing about all my plants, but I promise next video we'll learn something. You
guys got to know what you're going to be learning about. Exactly. So who knew that Kristina had all these plants, and there's even more way back there that we'll get into, and over there that we'll get into. So we're just gotta show them.
But then I have this one. This one's super cool. So all of these ones that you see up here that I've shown so far live under like a little grow light that I have, because if not, they would start to stretch like that one in the winter time. But that one I got, it was already big and stretched, so I left it there. But anyway, so they stay under a nice grow light, so they're nice and plump like that guy. I love
Very
it.
plump.
These two, this one I actually just propagated the other day, but it was from a cutting from the same lady who sent me this branch. But I just love the little teacup, how cute. And it's actually fuzzy. I don't know if you can see that it's fuzzy, but like it's a fuzzy one. And then this one is another one that was sent to me from California, and it's doing good. It's finally starting to grow. But guys, see how small this is? It's like the size, less than my hand size.
This is
the same one that like, the lady sent me 2 cuttings, and this one grew into this thing, and then this one it's slowly coming along. But
that's what the grow light will do.
Yeah,
it's like steroids for your succulents.
It's literally crazy. So I love this one so much. It's called a blue chalk stick. I don't know if you guys can really get like the color of it from the lighting, but it's a really cool, just like green, blue.
Yeah.
But then all of these other ones in here were actually cuttings from the same lady as well, and they're doing so well. If you can see, there's a little growth right there. I actually have like 2 new heads in here right here. I know it's probably really hard to see.
I can see.
And then these 2 that I just love, the hanging ones, they're some of my favorites. So I'm so happy that those ones actually like took. But yeah, so just look at the difference. It's so crazy. What do I want to show next? All right, this one. My stomach is growling. This, I've labeled some of them, is a cactus. It is the pokiest, prickliest cactus I have ever owned, but it is so stinking cool. Like, I just love it so much. It's really sharp. We actually, one of the needles fell off yesterday. We were poking things with it. And then just a big shout out to Max Sleepless Hustler, who sent me this Christmas cactus. It has grown so many new little babies on it, and it is just doing so amazing. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Mac. We really appreciate the Christmas gifts.
Really cool.
And look I can still look at this and love it. It's still living. But then this was one of my Valentine's Day gifts from Martin.
I got her this one.
It was a money tree, or it is a money tree. So eventually I'm gonna repot it into something a little bit bigger, just because I don't like the electrical tape that they just left like out.
Yeah.
But it's just such a cute tiny little money tree. Like, it's just so cute. And then it has like these little ones growing from the top.
Finn, why are you crying? Stop crying. Okay.
Alright, so next thing, I actually have my favorite bunny ears cactus. It's really, I feel like, is this a better way to look at it? Nah, this way is. Super cool, but I actually got sent 4 little pads like this from eBay, but they're meant to be propagated, so I'm trying to grow this one nice and big.
What about this little guy?
He was the one that I cut off. He's not doing too well. That's fine. Not all succulents propagate well. Just so you know, some leaves are not leaves to be propagated. But you never know.
Finn, what are you doing? He just wants attention right now.
I know. Alright, that's fine. But then, so next, I'm really excited about this. These leaves are some of like the most propagated leaves I've ever been able to, if that makes sense, but leaves that I've been able to propagate the most and have the best luck out of. Like, look at that one, already has a little baby on it.
Little baby butt.
But I basically made it into a mandala. It's like a thing now to just do plant art, basically. But I absolutely love it, so I'm excited. But I usually don't propagate this close together because, like, as you can see, if that grows just a little bit more, like, it's going to take up space of another leaf. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyways, that's those. And then I have 3 that sit over here all the time. This one is actually from Steph. Thrift with Steph, my beautiful, it's called a fairy cactus.
It's crazy.
But it has so many little babies all over it, just so many little sprouts. It's so cool. It literally just reminds me of Arizona. Like, it's so awesome. It does.
That's our dream place to live, guys.
Yes. I'm bringing this cactus with me. This one, I actually got this towards the end of fall, I think, last year, and it's not doing too great, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually from our like nursery that I go to all the time that has amazing plants, but this one I think had like some bugs on it or something, because if you see, there's some bite marks out of it. So I'm just trying to let it grow and just do its thing. But it actually, sorry, are you frozen?
You're good.
It has so many little freaking babies in here. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Look how thick the stock is on that one.
I know.
Though.
It's the quote-unquote mother plant. But yeah, so this one's really cool. I love the blue color, like just the blue vibes of it. Blue vibes. Then this one is my favorite, I think. Oops, that's my it's really hard to move.
This one is intense.
It was a plant that I got, well, Martin and I purchased together so we could basically bloom our relationship. And I mean, this thing has grown like crazy. This looks dead, but this is actually not. It's supposed to be like that, like they're like trails, so they all hang off and stuff. But it literally has propagated like insanely. Like, look at that little one hanging off the side. Absolutely crazy.
There's a ton.
I don't even think I could count how many I have here. I could give everyone on our YouTube probably a plant from this plant.
Don't say that now while they're all watching.
I know. But wow, that was like the 10 that I had over here.
Well, it took you 10 minutes. We'll transfer over to here now. Okay, now we're set up over here.
Yes. So I got this one for Christmas. This one is a snake plant, but it's braided, so it's super cool, but super pokey. It actually, all of these ones around it are new ones since I've gotten it from Christmas. So this one grows like crazy. So should you braid
these ones with all these?
They're not as close. Maybe these two I could like twist together. We'll see. So I love that one. This one, another one from Thrift with Steph, is a beautiful moon cactus. I absolutely love this one. It has the coolest colors in the whole world to it. And it's not pokey down here, so I can touch it down there.
Yeah, it's not too pokey.
That's pokey.
The poke test isn't bad.
And then these are some of my other favorite kinds of succulents. I just love the purple color to them. It's like a purpley green. This one's stretching a little bit because it needs some sunlight, so I moved that up to our bedroom. But such beautiful plants. This one actually has an owl. Yeah, it's an owl face.
She got it for Christmas.
Super cute. And then this one, so guys,
I gotta come over here.
That's fine. Well, I'm gonna move it. This was the start of my propagation like love, which it sounds crazy, but I grabbed 3 strings, maybe this in length, from a plant, and I put them in water, and over the past year-ish, it has turned into this, a full-on plant. I love it so much. It's just so beautiful.
It's crazy.
The string of pearls are my favorite, so if I would have brought all of them that I had downstairs, you guys would have been like...
There's like 4 of these upstairs.
It's like a wall.
And we can't even move them because they've wrapped around like our desk and stuff.
Yeah, so... And then this little pokey one up top, he's super cool. He just keeps growing and growing. And when we first got him, he was all closed like this, which means that they're not as healthy. So when they open up like that, it means they're springing and healthy. And then this one was actually a donkey sail that I had that wrapped around. It was super crazy, but I cut it. And look at, I have 2 new plants from it.
Little baby heads.
So that just goes to show how much you can propagate. And then, so again, from that succulent subscription, I had this plant. So it's another blue chalk stick. So the one that grew to like 10 times its size.
Like that guy.
It actually is doing really good. This one didn't have any leaves hanging off of it, but it does now. So it's got little babies growing out of it. And then these are doing well. So I'm really happy.
That's not doing too hot.
It was dead when I got it. So I just stayed. But then we have this one. This is one I got for Christmas from my mom. I absolutely love it. I don't know the name of it, but it's like this coolest, like chunkiest succulent I have. Yeah. And then this one, a string of dolphins fell off my string of dolphins, so I put it in there. So fingers crossed it propagates as easy. But onto my string of dolphins.
I was going to say they haven't even seen it yet.
This is my newest one. I just absolutely... Oh yeah, this is a better angle for it.
If you can see, they look like little dolphins.
They're little dolphins. It's such a cool plant. I love it so much. But it's doing really well, actually, since I've moved it into its new pot. It was inside of, like, just a plastic one, and I didn't have one, and then I found this, so I'm really excited. But then, look at that little one. This is another little propagated plant from my leaf. It was growing in my grow light, so when you guys see my propagation station upstairs, you'll see what I'm talking about.
A propagation station.
It is. That's what it's always been called.
I know. Dolphin.
See, guys, it's a literal dolphin.
Put it on my hand.
It's the coolest little thing. It's actually growing a root off of the side, so I'm gonna let it keep growing. But yeah, so those are, oh yeah, I forgot
You
about
got these two.
And then I got an aloe vera plant. I think I labeled it.
Your hand went up right on the label.
Dang it, an aloe vera plant. So this one I got for Christmas as well, and it only had like 2 or 3 like big ones like this, and now they're all huge, and I got some baby ones coming out of here, so if I ever get sunburned this summer, I'm good.
We're good.
And then finally, this plant was one that we got from Walmart for like $3, and we were going to try to revive it, and over the summer it was like a full-on bush. Like, it was insane. But it does really well in humid weather, so once we brought it inside and it was no longer humid, all the leaves started to fall off. So I brought it inside, and now I really try to watch it. But if you guys look, there's like, they're supposed to be pink.
Oh, wow.
This is their pink season. So right now I'm trying to get all the light that it can get so it turns pink, because I'm just anticipating it so much.
She wants the pink.
And this, actually, I stole this from Mama Gold's plant, not knowing that it was a succulent. It fell off, I should say. And it is, and it's grown so much. Like, it's just so, it's like one of those ground cover ones. It's so, so cool.
You can see all the little babies.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many.
Finn, man.
You want to go over?
Yeah, we'll take a trip over here.
So this corner is actually some of Mama Gold's plants. But this one, I think it's called... Stop it.
Finn.
It's called Ivy, I believe. I don't know, but it's really fuzzy and it smells very fragrant. So it's very, like, I bump it all the time and I'm like, oh, it smells too much. But anyways, this is just a little propagation one that these are all ones that I tried to regrow, basically, because they weren't doing too hot. When you put stuff in, like, terrariums like this, the top makes it humid, so it helps with, like, succulents and stuff like that. This one, I'll pull out for you. These are all of my other ones from California, which you'll see in a minute because this was full a few days ago. But these two are the only official plants left in there, and then these ones I replanted. But I don't know the names of these. I think aneniums, I don't know. Super cool, but they change colors with how much sunlight they get. So it used to be like this facing the window, and they were green, and now it's like this facing the window, and they're purple. So I love these a lot. But anyways. So much stuff over here. This one, this is another one that we got from, this is the one that actually got me to start my succulent subscription. I'm so excited. I'm gonna need to repot this into a new one because it's starting to just stretch too much. But it's so cool. It's called like a blue fern. But during Christmas time is when they were rolling these out, so they dress them up like little Christmas trees and stuff. So they grow a lot too, is what they said. So I'm excited to see the growth. And then, so this is the one that I forgot to water for a while, and the head broke off. But if you guys can see now, I was rewarded with 2 heads. So I have 2 of them now. So basically I'll be able to cut it soon once those heads grow and replant it, and then in hopes it'll do that again. But then I have another one, and then I have these, look, they're called jelly bean fingers. How much of a fun name is that?
Jelly bean fingers.
Yes, and then these are some more donkey's tails. I had so many, and over the winter they just did not do as well, and so this is what I was left with. And then finally over here, well, we have this bush. I love this one. This one's Mama Gold's too, but it's pink right now because of the season, so super cool. And then this one too is one that I propagated. It actually was a plant that I was going to throw out, and I left in a little container for days, and it started to grow a little head on it. So I was like, well, now I can't throw you out. But finally over here, this is my crazy one.
Oh gosh.
These 3, or well, 4 I guess, not this one. So all of them besides that one came from California. And they were just little tiny, like, just leaves that I planted, and they have grown to this, and now they're pink and green and all these different colors, so they're super cool. And then this one, I think they're all starting to die, I'm not gonna lie. This doesn't look very healthy.
They look a little withered.
But it's alright, just that one. We'll just cut that one off. But yeah, so these ones are all from California, and they're just so cool. So cool. And then this one, I guess I gotta stop saying it finally, because
This
I
big
just
guy.
keep finding more. This one, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing like crazy. I don't know.
There's a big stalk back there.
Yeah, I just
like
recently
a tree.
changed it so it could hold itself up better. But that's my little corner over here.
That's the corner.
Oh, and this too, actually. This came from JJ and Danielle. They used it for, well, they used it and then they gave me this to try and regrow it. So this little leaf actually was not there the other day when she gave it to me. So
ooh,
I'm already doing something good. And then this one's Mama Gold's as well. We're actually bringing this to her today, as well as this little cactus here. Some of the coolest cactuses cacti I've ever seen.
That's a really cool one.
It's called a Madagascar one, I think, but it can grow up to like 6 feet tall. So
that was a prick test. Aye.
It's prickly. But that's a monstera. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Big leaves.
Yeah. Then there's that one, and then this is actually one of my first succulents I have ever purchased.
Let me get around this way.
Yep.
For the lighting.
First succulents I've ever purchased, and I've never done anything to it because I didn't know anything to do with it back then, and so I'm going to leave it just like this to see how long it grows. If you guys can see, I actually sunburned it on the roof, if you guys remember. Were they around for that?
Some of you might have been around for that.
I don't remember if that was YouTube days. But regardless, so I sunburned it, and as you can see, it still has some sunburn, but it's still growing like crazy, so I can't believe it. My first succulent. But anyways, this one here is a chicks and hens kind of succulent. I gotta find a pot for that right now, but it's doing well in that little guy right there. So, yeah, these are more that I've propagated. I actually I had like 10 of these long ones, and I cut them all off and gave them to his sister for Christmas, and one of her Christmas gifts that we had to do. But they've actually grown back new ones now, so that's super exciting. This we got for our birthday.
Right before YouTube.
Ago. Yeah,
right before we started doing YouTube.
And it actually does not have most of the original plants. These two are not original, and this one's not original because that one
was the original.
And as you guys can tell, it's grown a little too big for its home, so it has a new little glass planter, but it's so cool.
And it's a spiky one, so it was killing all the other stuff,
yeah,
remember?
That's the thing. It was literally, so if you guys remember that one over there, from the other side that was turning pink, it was knocking all the leaves off the side of that, so I had to take it off. Troubling times. But then, I absolutely love this one. This is one of my favorite ones that I got for Christmas. I don't know the name of it, but it's just so cool. It's so beautiful. And then these two things were not there during Christmas time, and they have popped up new plants, so I actually just transplanted this. Transplanted it into this pot, but I'm going to actually move it into a bigger pot that we have over there because these guys are going to need space soon, so... More jelly bean fingers!
Long guys.
But these ones, yeah, they stretch really easily if they don't have a lot of sun, so they're just too big now. This one, we don't need to show that.
That's kind of gross.
I actually had this one for like a year and a half living in water, and then it got so hot with the heater that's right next to it that all of the water started to evaporate too quickly before I ever noticed, and so they all started to fall off, but this one actually is growing new ones, and it fell off into that, so... I was really proud. Found its own new home. And then these two are just some more that I have that, like, I was going to say they're like some that I have over there, but you guys probably don't remember. But they're like that. And then these ones I got from his sister. And actually, it's super cool. Some of them are a little crispy, but if you guys see, those are all roots from water propagation. So eventually I'm going to be able to take it out and put it into its own pot whenever I feel like it or choose to do so.
It's pretty crazy.
Right? It's nuts. Alright.
And then over this way. Okay, and so then this is the last corner, last window we have to show you. Obviously we're bouncing from window to window because we don't have natural sunlight in here.
I actually do have some in the kitchen, but I'm not going to show those off because they're literally all the same that I've shown you guys here. So, anyway.
Be for another video.
Yes. This is like my favorite windowsill that I have because I have this big white thing over here, then I have all these plants. But, so this I got because some lady had given me a tip at work and she said, go out and buy something that'll make you smile. And so, of course, this is going to make me smile. So, I was so in love with the plant after Christmas that I went and got one that looked just like it. And it had two of my other favorite plants with it. So, I was really excited for those.
That's cool.
And then I have this one. This one came from the other succulent subscription, so it's doing good in this little guy, but he was one of the first ones I got as well, and he's supposed to be pink. He's not pink.
Not pink.
These, oh my gosh, I love these. This one is called a ghostie. They're both ghosties, I guess is a good name. But I circled them all with the little leaves that came from that big plant over there that's just growing like crazy, and they're all starting to propagate on their own. So really excited for those. And then, if you guys remember, I was saying I took all of the California succulents out of that like terrarium that I had because they were just starting to get too big, and I repotted them into all of these
mini plants.
So I have that one. That one's one of my favorite. It's pink and looks like a little rosebud. And then I have this one, another little ghostie. And then another fuzzy one. I love these fuzzy ones so much. This one actually, it only had one plant on it, but now it has two. These are the two ogre ears that fell out of that water plant over there. So these ones are doing well also. And then just some more little, I don't know if this is considered a ghostie as well, but I really like these little ones. Just the color of them, they're really cool. And then another ghostie, another one of those rosebud ones, but it's grown very differently than the other one. Like, look at how different that is.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy. And then finally, the last one over here is my little moonstones one. I love those like chubby ones so much. And I had like 3 of them, but most of them died. They're really hard to take care of, so I'm really happy that that one's still over there, and I hope it does well in that. But then, real quickly, while I put this stuff back,
we have this guy.
we have all of these. So, this one is another 2 that I've got from the succulent subscription. I was actually really disappointed this month because I was so excited for this one. It looks cuter from this side. But it's another one of those like just chubby moonstones. So really excited to have it. So I hope it does well and grows some leaves back on this side because it looks sad. But then they said some string of pearls, but I'm not kidding you guys. This is as many string of pearls as I got. So,
not like the ones that you got over there.
No, but I know how to propagate them well, so I know pretty soon they'll be flowing in abundance, so it's fine. And then this little guy came off of that really crazy tall pokey plant that we were showing you that was in the terrarium, so I hope that one does well. It fell off the top of one that it was growing off the other day. So this one, more string of pearls, as you guys can see. So this one actually started off with that little cluster right there and has grown pretty tremendously since I've put it in here.
Yeah.
This is another one that came from California that Martin had actually cut off like a little bush for me. So it's grown like 1, 2, 3, 4 heads on it. It was just this big one, so it's starting to just bloom outwards. This one I got for Christmas last year from my mom. It's so cute. I don't know what it is, but it's so tiny and cute. I love it. This hanging one, this is really cool. This is actually from his sister's wedding. The plant inside was, and so was the pot. And then I added those 2 little baby ones in there. But just a really cool hanging one. I love it. It was actually Zach's idea to hang something from there, so shout out to Zach, I guess. I never would have.
You can find his Instagram down below.
Then this one, this actually literally started off maybe this big last year around this time actually when we went to California. I snipped them off of crap, I forgot what she called. I don't remember, but they literally had bushes of these. Like, do you remember? They're like, we have flower bushes here in New York. They had succulent bushes over there. They were so beautiful. So she let us cut some off of, and just look how thick it is. Like, it's such a, I just can't believe it. And look at that little baby down there.
There's a baby.
This one, actually, I propagated my first ever plant from this one, and it is slowly dying, but, hold on. If you guys can see, it was like the top of a plant. So it's just slowly not being the top of a plant anymore, and it's dying, but it's fine. And then this one fell off of my crazy guy the other day, so I put him in there. Really cool, though. I absolutely love these ones. It just makes me so happy knowing that I grabbed that from California, and it is growing in New York, in my home. And then last two over here.
Last two.
This one is actually Mama Gold's successful propagation. So shout out to her. She stuck these two big ones in there and it literally has grown its whole entirety of a new plant. It's so, so cute. I love it.
That's really funny.
And then finally, my last one from Thrift with Steph, this beautiful purple one. I love it so, so much. It is literally one of my favorite succulents. I know I've said that about a lot of them, but I just love the purple on this one.
It's really cool.
But yeah, that was almost all of my succulents that I have here.
So that was our first video on Kristina's succulents.
Yes, so next week will be a week about propagation, and I'll tell you guys all the ways you can propagate. So I dirt propagate, I leaf propagate by snipping, water, tons of different ways. So I'm excited to tell you guys all about that, but I wanted to show you guys all of my plants first so you could really see what we're working with.
Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, smash that like button, leave a comment if you have any ideas about these so we can know or whatever, or I don't really know. But that was the video. Finn's barking right out the window right now.
We gave him his window back.
Finn, you gonna let us close up this video or no? Alright, so that was the video. We really hope you guys enjoyed. We love making these videos. Yes. Hope you have a great day. Peace. We love you all.